I mean, I'm 300 miles in. I don't know how to actually break this thing in right.
Driving pleasure.
Ooh, safety and driving
safe
pleasure.
Driving
Ooh,
pleasure.
look at that. All right, well, this is pleasurable to me. What's up, everybody? Hey, I have to whisper because my neighbors get really mad when I start up some of my cars in the morning because they're really loud. And this morning it's 6 a.m. and we are actually going to the drift pad. So I'm gonna try to start up the GT3RS in a really quiet way. You guys, we gotta be really quiet on startup. The neighbors are right next door. They get mad, okay? No car wash, it's pouring rain. No rewards. Should I be doing Chevron rewards? That's the real question. So what we are doing today, we've gotten up early. Well, actually not that much earlier than I normally get up, but we are going to a drift pad this morning. And I think it's kind of really cold and rainy out right now here in northern Utah. I think that's a good thing for us. Like, we'll be able to drift even more without shredding all the tires on like dry pavement. So this is gonna be really fun. Now, here's the thing. My salesperson at Porsche of Salt Lake City, when I got the car, he said, Ron, go drive this as hard as you possibly can in the first 500 miles.
Be gentle to this car for the first 500 miles.
I'm literally going to go drift it in the first 100 miles. And so I've taken that to heart, and I have done launch control every single time I come to a stop. And now I'm gonna go out on a drift pad. We are here at a top secret drift pad. This is a private drift pad, but we happen to know the owners of this drift pad. I have Chanler Godfrey with me here today, and he has given us access. Chanler, this place is sick, dude.
Yeah, it's got a lot of history here. I mean, this was the first drag strip in Utah. It used to be called Bonneville Raceway. Then it was Rocky Mountain Raceway. And, you know, like all things, everyone tries to commercialize it, and we couldn't let that happen, so we bought half of it back. So we have a 8th mile drag strip here, and then laid the drift pad, and then you have a little bit of a turn that makes a whole track.
And you guys are running Sierra cars out here, right?
Yeah, running
right
Sierra cars out here, and then my cousin, who's paralyzed, currently has the world record in a side-by-side. He's jumped at 270 feet,
Oh
so
my
he's
gosh.
building a jump line. You can see here, he wants to continue to break that record.
Here we go, 270 feet.
270
More than
feet.
270
Yep.
feet. That is unbelievable.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
It's kind of a little bit of a proving ground. You know, my dad, he founded Nitro Circus and did a lot of films out here. It's really true and true. It's a trucking company, but we can't help but play on top of it all.
Dude, this is so sick. I'm excited to get sideways here in my brand new GT3RS. This is break-in day, by the way. We're gonna be breaking this car in today. It's gonna be a lot of fun. One of my very first cars that I brought out here was a Volkswagen Jetta VR6 that I'd thrown 100 shot of nitrous on, and I ran like a 14.1, and I thought I was so fast. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, this thing rips, you know.
Watch
And
out,
I did
Honda
that.
boys.
I did that right here.
14.1.
14.1, dude. I was like, oh yeah, represent, you know. And at a certain point, they're like, hey, you have to have a cage and stuff like that.
How long ago was that?
God, I was 21, so 23 years ago.
Okay, so
Yeah.
23 years later, now you're here with the top-of-the-line Porsche GT3RS.
Yes, that's exactly
That's
right.
this is kind of cool, and you're racing on the exact same track.
That is really cool, isn't it? Yeah, and this is not a 14-second car either, so let's go see if we can turn the traction control on.
Yeah.
Quick tread depth check. Yep, looks good. It's weird, it just keeps like dying out.
This is super annoying. The moment I start to lose traction, even though everything's off, and then it cut in, and then it dies. Like, the car has died twice now. I'll try Sport, how about that? Maybe ZA lied to me and I'm not supposed to drift it in the first 300 miles, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I picked the car up, he's like, whatever you do, man, like, don't hammer it. And I'm like, okay, go hammer it. And he's like, no, don't hammer it. I'm like, I hear you, I'm gonna go hammer it. it's not off.
Yes! Oh, look at these tires, bro.
I'm probably not going to do a bunch of high speed stuff on that, but I am going to go out and see if I can get sideways coming in. Yeah.
Beard's falling off, so you know it's all.
Yeah. As soon as the front tires start to lose it, like I feel traction control kind of cutting in a little bit. So I think it's getting there, but I can't quite get it to like shut off all the way.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the more you do it, the more it opens it up.
Maybe.
That seems to be the theme so far.
Maybe. Look, I think we have some braking instructions here, right?
How's the dude done? Stay flat,
Yes.
never lift, spin hard.
I mean, that's basically it, right? Like, here's all the break-in.
Oh yeah, just open that one up real quick.
Configure this one. Hold on, no, that's not. Oh, Porsche roadside. No. Oh, good to know. Owner's manual. Okay. Let's see if. Do you think there's like a spot where it says how to drift? Like, how do you turn the traction control off and drift? I mean, I'm 300 miles in. I don't know how to actually break this thing in right, but I do know that the traction control is not all the way
It
off.
does say driving pleasure, and that's what we're seeking.
Driving pleasure.
Driving pleasure.
Ooh, safety and driving
safe
pleasure.
Driving
Ooh,
pleasure.
look at that. All right. Well, this is pleasurable to me. Getting enough smoke there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, hey, we're reporting back here for an official tread depth check. Yeah, I can officially say it is lower than before.
We are on mile 296 in this car, all right? But we got a little bit of a problem. I think this might be a record for the fastest set of new tires on one of these new GT3RSs, because these tires are toast.
It's a little chunky. Like, hold on.
You just pull something out.
Yeah, that's real Pirelli.
What is this thing even referred to as?
It's a Sierra.
It's a Sierra. It's like
Echo
its own
R
class.
spec.
It's its own class of
It
car.
is its own class.
Yeah.
So if you took a trophy truck and an F1 car, put them together,
That's what we got
this
right
is
here.
what you get. So it can
That's
do rally
insane.
car things, it can jump, it can race asphalt. But you know, if we put slicks on this, it's going to be very comparable lap time to what
Yeah.
the GT3RS does around an
Yeah.
asphalt circuit. But you can put on off-road knobby tires. Right now we have like the all-terrain tires on it, so you can just kind of do whatever you want. Lucy Block raced this exact car at Pikes Peak
No way.
this past year. And yeah, so it's got some history. It's the very first electric prototype. We've been building cars for about 7 years now, and moved to an all EV lineup. And you're going to drive our top model today. So, but you know, we use it out at UMC, whether it's the kart track,
Stretch those legs, Ron.
like the Lucas Oil short. Think thin.
I'm down 50 pounds too.
Wait.
Ask your doctor about once weekly Manjaro.
Ooh, that's tight. Hold on.
Nice and tight on the cojones there.
Yeah, that's why I got in this business. I can reach in men's crotches all day long.
But actually, the headroom is just fine.
So you're in the medium seat. We've got
Okay,
a larger
okay.
seat, and then the pedals are adjustable forward.
Gotcha.
I'm going to
gotcha.
save you the time of adjusting pedals, and we'll just let you rip it around.
Yep. I am taking this Sierra car, this 300 horsepower, less than 1,500 pound, absolute screamer out for my first test drive. Let's see how it goes. This is a lot more predictable actually, because the traction control doesn't cut in nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fun
little
vehicle.
easier to drift than a GT3RS.
Oh, big time.
What was that? Oh, nice.
Instant torque is awesome though, dude. Like, you actually don't have to give it that much throttle. I think I was giving it too much throttle to like get it sideways, you know?
Yeah.
You know how you can tell you've had a lot of fun? One, your Sierra car looks like that, but two, check out those glasses. That's how you know, oh, my beard's in my face. That's how you know you've had a lot of fun.